Hello guys, my name's Kelster and today I am going to show you and talk about my lap at Fuji with the RUF RGT. This is a lap time challenge and I believe there is 6 days left at the time of the recording. Today this is going to be a replay of my lap. So, like I said, we're in the RUF RGT and I am revving the car as much as I possibly can because that's where the peak power for this car is. Just quickly before I get into turn 1, I am a control user, so these guides will mostly benefit for control users, as the future ones will be as well. However, this can help the real users out as well with the braking points, throttle points, etc. So, again, before into turn 1, I will say that I shift gears at 72 mph up to 3rd, 100 up to 4th, 128 up to 5th, and 157 up to 6th, except for the finishing line where I stay in 5th. So, turn 1, brake down to 2nd gear, and I brake right here where the dark line on the right line is. Right here. I'm tapping the brakes right now. Fully on the brakes, start to trail brake as I'm halfway through 2nd and starting to turn in. I want my right wheels on the green bit here. And I balance the throttle about 60% here to get it rotated and gradually move up the speed, and then I will full throttle the exit as the car straightens up into the exit curb on the outside. Turn 2, I'll brake just after an 100 meter board, 2nd guardrail to the right, so here is where I start to brake. Oh, I've just missed it, but it's the 2nd guardrail after the 100 meter board, and I downshift to 4th here, and I want my left wheel on this green bit here without touching the bollard to get it rotated and to have all the track width so I can go on the throttle early. I use all the exit curb here. As long as your left wheel is on the red part of the curb, you are chilling, you are okay. For this part, I keep the inside wheels outside the track limits, use all the track there is, and I start to lift as I hit the grass pit here. I stay off throttle, I downshift to 3rd, to balance the throttle, balance the speed, and as I get back on the throttle, I upshift to 4th, so I can full throttle the exit. This braking point, I brake, there's this orange box thing to the left of guardrails, I brake this 2nd one after the orange box. Downshift in 2nd, aiming for about 55-56 mph. I use about half this curb. If you use too much curb, it will just understeer wide. So I'll have half my car on it, half my car off it. Balance the car with 50% throttle. And as I get off the curb, I full throttle the exit. Try to use all the outside curb. I did it on the start, which means I could have gone on throttle slightly earlier. For this next one, I'll brake in between the 150 and the Dunlop. So I'm about to tap my brake right here. I just missed it just before the Dunlop, basically. So you want your inside wheels to be inside this green part here. And as I get around the corner, I go back on the throttle, or 100% actually, because I'm low. I'm in the low rev range for a 2nd, so I can get away full throttling on the exit here without having any oversteer. I tried to hit about 52 mph for this bit, use all the inside curb, and as the car straightens up, I am fully on the throttle, and I can use all the track here without touching the bollard. For this next corner, I brake just before the grass ends, or as the grass ends. You can get away with braking that way, as long as you trail brake about 40% here. And you have your inside wheels on this green part of the curb here, so you use all the track and you have an easy time when you exit. Again, since you're low in the 3rd gear rev range, you can get away full throttling. You might have very little oversteer, but it's very easy to correct it, at least on the controller on this particular corner. I have my left wheels on the exit curb here, I keep them on this curb. And I brake on this particular corner just before this curb ends here, and I like to keep it in a straight line with about 40% braking input down to second. Now I would have liked to have my car on the green bit on the curb here, but I just missed it, which is okay. Balance the throttle here about 50%, and as you get towards the end of the corner, exit about 70% throttle, because if you fully on the throttle here, you do tend to oversteer and lose time when you exit. Try use all the exit curb here. So I could have used slightly more here, but as long as your left wheel is inside the red part of the curb, it will not invalidate your lap. For this last corner, I start to brake just before this orange part of the barrier ends. I brake 50% here. Try to aim for about 52 miles an hour apex speed, and I go 50% throttle initially to balance the car and gradually race up the speed. But as I get to the exit, I go back on the full throttle and I use all the exit curb here. Again, as long as your right wheels are inside the red and right part of the curb, sorry, it will not invalidate your lap. And that is a lap guide around this Fuji track in the RUF RGT. This is a 141.454, as you can see right here, 141.454, which is, I believe, 2.8 seconds inside for gold. So if you follow this guide, you should easily be able to get gold, or at least significantly improve your lap times. So hopefully this has helped you guys out, and if you want any future lap guides from me, feel free to comment down below, comment recommendations, etc., or anything you want. You can ask about tips for corners that I might not have mentioned, or a problem you're having on this combo, and I will be happy to help in the comments down below. Thanks guys, and have a good one. One or two more things, guys. I have shared a replay of this lap, so if you want to see the lap time, there are two ways. First of all, you can search for content type replays, and you put the keyword in Calster. It will be this lap time over here. Another thing, to get to it, you go to sport mode, in case you can't find it. You go to sport mode here on the top right of the home screen, go to online time trials, and it will be this one on the right, and you can see that I have a replay shared on here, so you can play replay here and see my lap time. And there's another thing you can do in this bit. Also guys, if you want a ghost to follow, enter here. And you can go to ranking board, global ranking, or if you've got me as friends, you can just go on my friends. And you say load ghost. And then you'll have my ghost to follow as you drive about. Cheers guys.